Who is the better baker?
Okay, so we are going to be doing a baking challenge today. I'm Ashley. I'll be going first. I am going to be making coffee cake cookies. Recipe is from the Palatable Life on TikTok. I went to her bio. I'll link it below. That way you guys can go check it out. But yeah, I made them before. They're really good. Roll up the sleeves. I have an audience watching me, so let me take a picture. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the butter and the oil, but I'm going to soften the butter first. So it's going to be half a cup of butter. I'm going to stick this in the microwave for a little bit.
I should take it out. I should take it out. I should take it out.
Jamie, you're so dramatic. I do this every time.
Is it right?
I don't know. I may have melted the butter a little too much. Okay. So we are going in with a half a cup of oil.
Don't spill the oil.
Oil.
Did you spill it last time? Well, because we were blindfolded. So my other bottle is so musty. Oh.
Ew.
Really? It's like oily to pick it up.
So I'm gonna put that.
So it sounds like when I sit down.
It sounded like I lost half the ingredients is what it sounded like. So now I'm gonna go and mix it. I'm just mixing it with the spatula because I don't really feel like doing like a hand mixer right now. I'm actually gonna go in with a whisk because this just ain't doing the job, okay? Okay, now I'm going to go in with my egg and vanilla. So we're gonna do one egg. Oh man, cracked that weird. What?
I took a picture of my Chipotle yesterday. You want to see it?
I don't know. Okay, we're gonna go in with a tablespoon of vanilla. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the dry ingredients. The flour, salt, baking soda, that sort of deal.
That's the good vanilla extract. I spent money on that.
Oh, really?
Yes. It's not the imitation vanilla, it's like pure vanilla.
1 cup of flour. We're gonna do 2 of these because this is an 1/8.
Or do you not want me to ask you a question? Yeah.
Okay, Jamie's gonna ask me a question.
I don't know if you're gonna answer it, honestly. I don't know if you're gonna answer, but share an embarrassing crush story.
Oh yeah, just shoot. I have one.
I don't know that I have
I'll
any.
tell mine.
Are you talking about the farting one?
Yes.
Honestly, I don't really have one.
I don't know, I feel like I don't really have an embarrassing one.
Jamie, I actually did one time fart running on a field, but that wasn't in front of a crush. That was in front of one of the aides at school, and she totally saw it, and because someone hit me in the butt with a ball, and it made some sort of reflex went out.
Like ricocheted.
It literally did. I was like,
My farts are
sworn one of my crushes saw it, but I really don't know for sure, so I'm not gonna say that. We're going in with 2 teaspoons of cinnamon.
Story time.
I honestly didn't have really many crushes in school growing up just because the boys were just like, you know, in that annoying phase. But when I did have a crush, I kept it. It was not going away. It was like a lasting crush. Kelly and I always had the same crush, which is so weird. Most people would be like, what the heck? That is so weird. But we did, and we have the same type.
No, and that's like not good because in like a real life situation, like you can't let it happen unless he wants that.
Unless it's a twin.
Right. That would be like the ideal.
That would be ideal. A twin.
Unless he likes the idea of having both of you, you know.
Jamie, shut up. That's
Jamie, I don't like the idea of that, so I would like you to stop. Thank you.
Sister wives.
I'm making a mess.
What is the biggest red flag in a partner or friend?
There's 2 I can think of. One is arrogance. I freaking hate that. Like, nothing's worse than an arrogant person. There's a difference between confident and arrogant, and I think a lot of people misread that. Arrogant means that they think they're better than you, whereas confident thinks, you know, you love yourself, and that's totally fine. Like, everyone should love themselves. But I think that The second anyone is arrogant, whether they're a friend or a partner, it's an ick. It's gonna be an ick for me. That or like lying. In friendships too, if you catch someone lying and you're like, that doesn't add up. It's like, well, that's a weird lie. Why would you lie about it?
Yeah. That don't even make sense. Like,
yeah, like things you don't have to lie about.
Pathological liars.
Yeah, we don't like those. Okay, now I'm gonna make the streusel. Give me another question.
I'm trying, okay.
What if they don't look the same?
Okay, now we're going with a quarter of brown sugar for the streusel, quarter cup.
Oh, maybe. Who gives you genuine secondhand embarrassment?
Who gives me genuine second-hand embarrassment?
Yeah.
Like a celebrity or like?
Yeah, I guess anybody. And if it's a real person, we can leave the name, but like.
I don't know. Can you think of someone? Like, I feel like I've definitely experienced that, but I can't think of anyone right now.
That is a good one.
I would probably
sure.
say which, nothing against her, but some of the stuff I've seen is not. So, I don't know if this is the right consistency for the streusel. I can never remember.
I feel like all cats.
I feel like it should be a little, like, more doughy.
She's trying to be like, cool because like you guys are.
Okay, so I'm done with this part of the cookie dough. I've done the dough and then also the streusel.
What is your favorite song at the moment?
My favorite song at the moment? I would say, I don't really have a favorite song right now, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna make these about 1.5 scoops big. I Knew You Were in Trouble cover by Sabrina Carpenter is really good. I also love, what's that Olivia Rodrigo, Happier Than Ever? Is that what I'm talking about? Or Teenage Dream.
Yeah, I was gonna say Billie Eilish.
Teenage Dream, really good. Honestly, my favorite song changes on the daily. Like yesterday, it would have been end of beginning.
What is one food that you would love to try that you haven't since you've been picky growing up?
So for those of you who don't know, which literally none of you would, I'm a really picky eater, as is Kelly, my twin. We grew up really picky. We have a lot of sensory issues. So Jamie's question is if I could like eat food without having those issues, what's one food I would try? I would say tacos as well, but I've tried tacos and I actually didn't hate them.
What kind of taco? Because like
It was from Taco Bell.
Taco.
It was from Taco Bell, and at the time it was a nacho. What are those called?
Nacho Bel Grande?
The Doritos Locos Taco.
The Doritos Locos Taco. But Jamie ordered it for me, and she put sour cream on it, and
That's just crazy because sour cream is the best part.
that for me ruined it because I was like, that's disgusting. The taco Doritos are literally taste like a Dorito taco from Taco Bell. No one talks about that. Kelly and I tried a hamburger at Shake Shack like 3 years
that's
ago.
Like so balanced to me because now having not eaten like red meat for like years, I can say like that is.
And I
so
almost
true.
threw up. I tried to eat the whole thing because my grandma paid for it and I felt really bad. But it was absolutely like the most triggering thing I've ever put in my mouth.
Like,
Hot dogs are something I
Dairy
will
eats
never.
hot dogs, too.
I'm gonna put these in the oven for 10 minutes at 350.
Like they're
Oh,
spicy.
I don't like the potatoes.
Now I'm going to make the icing for these cookies. They're in there right now.
Sorry, actually, I wouldn't use that. That's like a liquid measuring cup.
I know, I put the other ones in the sink though, so I'm just like,
Well, there's more. in the drawer.
I'm just using it to scoop it. I'm not being precise with how much powdered sugar I use. So now I'm gonna add a little bit of milk.
What?
I usually just add a bunch of powdered sugar. I remember last time I put more icing than I should have, and it ended up not being enough. So I'm just gonna make a little bit more. I'm not gonna do that. Now I'm gonna put a little bit of vanilla. I was going to make it thicker, but now it's thin because I added too much vanilla.
Yeah, you were just doing
Oh, that's good.
I saw inside.
It's good. We've got the icing, we've got the cookie dough in the oven, and now we're just gonna wait. Okay, so now I have finished these cookies. I put the next batch in the oven. They turned out pretty well. The streusel always looks a little weird when I make these. I don't know why. But yeah, I'm gonna ice them now. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I'm just gonna do a little glaze. A little glaze. All right, cookies are frosted, and now we are going to let them cool, and Kelly and Jamie are gonna bake theirs, and then we'll do a little taste test. For my gourmet dessert, I'm gonna be making cinnamon blondie brownies. Wait, cinnamon blondies. The recipe is by Buns in My Oven. Buns in My Oven, and I got it,
That's a really good name.
it is. I'm only gonna need one bowl, and then you're gonna need an 8x8 pan. I lined it with parchment paper pretty poorly, but I did it so that it won't stick to the bottom of the pan. To start, I'm gonna spray the pan with some Pam. Then you're gonna preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Actually, do that first.
I reminded her to do that.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
So we're gonna take our butter. It's supposed to be melted. Half a cup. So I'm gonna pop this in the oven for like a minute. Let me check the butter. So I feel like melted doesn't really need to be like.
She's melted. Melted is melted, it's fine.
Now that we have our melted butter, it's really melted. We're gonna get our brown sugar, pack it in there because I love me some brown sugar. And I sprinkle for good measure.
I'm team packet.
I'm team brown sugar in general. So now I'm just mixing the brown sugar with the butter. This is what we're looking like. Now I'm gonna stir in the egg and the vanilla. So we're gonna need one large egg. I'm gonna put this little guy in. Crack this large egg in there. Okay. And the vanilla, which is a teaspoon. And I'm not gonna make the same mistake as Ashley. She did a
I
lot.
think these are that's the problem.
A little extra for good measure.
That's why this is like
Egg is so triggering, like the way it like separates. It's currently 12 p.m. in case you were wondering. Okay, so now that we have our egg, our brown sugar, our butter, and our vanilla mixed up into this bowl, we are going to stir in the flour and salt until well combined. Smells good. I'll just stick to this.
because brownies, I prefer them like dense.
So we only needed a cup of flour. That's crazy. And then you're going to add a pinch of salt. Even they say that.
I usually do 3 fingers and I do a pretty good.
No, that's a pinch, dude.
Okay. I'm gonna call that good. So I'm just gonna stir that in.
How would you describe your relationship with social media in one word? Yeah.
In terms of this aspect, I'd say fabulous. In terms of every other aspect, I'd say negative. Toxic, yeah. I just
Things that are like in fashion.
Like, did you have
Oh,
cinnamon?
they're out of style.
no, it doesn't require it apparently.
Oh.
Like
You put it on top. Right now I'm adding cinnamon sugar to the top. I just poured it into the dish because apparently you don't add cinnamon to the recipe, which I'm a little
Yeah, that's
interested
a little
about.
weird.
that's pretty common with like cinnamon top stuff.
And then I'm gonna put it in the oven for 22 minutes. It's kind of a long time. My blondies have finished cooking, and now Jamie's about to start on her dish.
So for my recipe, I'm going to be making cream puffs, one of my all-time favorite desserts. Not like the kind you get from like a cafe where it's like the big, I don't really like those. Like the little ones you get from Costco, you know what I mean? I got my recipe from A Pretty Life in the Suburbs on Pinterest. So to start off, you're gonna boil 1 cup of water. Oh, it says in a saucepan. This isn't a saucepan. I'm just gonna. Really? Alright, we changed pans because I think I had saucepan incorrect. So, same thing, different pan. Then you add a 1/2 cup of butter to the water until it's melted.
Pardon.
Add the flour and salt all at once to the water mix. Stir until a ball is formed. The filling is mostly the sweet. It's actually mixing. Like, it's actually combined.
Hello, salt.
What warning signs could be outside of our family home?
Caution, may be interrupted. I'm nervous. I feel like I'm not doing this right. Like, this just feels like wrong in so many levels. I can't like explain it. It's like I feel like I'm royally like screwing this up. Okay. Remove from the heat. Add 1 egg and beat. Yeah, like I'm scared it's gonna cook the egg. Oh my
Is
goodness.
that gonna melt that container because it was just on the burn?
You know, I'm not sure. Seems okay. This is like really like piping hot. Like this I feel like will 100% scramble the egg.
I mean, I feel like it would have said that in the thing now. You don't think I should try it? Jesus. That's what I meant.
No, I'm an idiot. And then let it stand for 5 minutes. It says to beat it. I'm just gonna beat it this way. I don't know what other way would beat it, you know? This is I swear to God, I bake, okay? This is just like a weird recipe. Again, no offense to the creator, but I'm just not very smart and I need like very detailed instructions because I don't know how to like, if someone doesn't tell me like exactly like how to do something, I don't know how to do it. I'm not good at filling in the gaps and stuff. I'm gonna add the rest of the eggs and then we'll be back when I scoop it onto the pan. All right, so next I added all my eggs and I had to let it rest for 10 minutes. So we're back. So I'm just putting all the batter into a piping bag. Got my batter. So like, do you think that's a heaping tablespoon?
Maybe a little bit more.
This is satisfying. This feels like cooking mama. Like, do you know what I'm talking about?
It was stressful.
She'd be like, ooh, not good, or something like that.
Awesome. Good, good. Awesome. Good, good. Getting better. That's good. Awesome. A little bit.
And that's gonna go in for 20 to 30 minutes. We're supposed to check on it at 20 and keep an eye on it. I don't know what the heck that means. I don't know what they're supposed to look like. Just gonna use my best judgment. So I'm gonna make the filling. The recipe didn't have anything specific. I'm winging it. I'm just doing like my whipped cream recipe, which is very like basic. I don't measure anything. I literally just measure with my heart. So we're just gonna go with it. So I'm just gonna pour some heavy whipping cream. I'm gonna do about like, I don't know, like half the carton.
You'd rather do more than less.
Yeah, I just did like 16 ounces-ish. And then I add vanilla. I'm very like liberal with the vanilla because I don't think you can ever add too much vanilla, personally. And then I do powdered sugar instead of cane sugar because I just feel like it makes a smoother texture, especially for a cream puff. Again, eyeball it, like, just gonna do like a 1/4 cup maybe to start. No, I'll do like 3/4 cup. Half a cup powdered sugar. I'm just gonna go with that. And then really, just gonna let the KitchenAid do the work. If you don't have a KitchenAid, RIP to your arms. But you can use an electric mixer too. So I'm just gonna do this until it's fluffy and then I'll come back when it's fluffy. Whipped cream's finished. So you know it's done when it forms like stiff peaks, as they say. So now I'm just loading a piping bag with a small tip on it. All right, now it's time. I kind of overfilled the bag. You're not really supposed to go over that, but I did, so oh well. So literally I'm just gonna stick it in the side and hope for the best. I don't know when to stop, so.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know, I was wondering about that.
We're just gonna kind of, and I honestly might run out of whipped cream, like that could happen. And we're just gonna,
Need like a bunch.
yeah, once I run out of whipped cream, that's it. So.
No, because when we were frosting our raw icing,
Okay, this tray's done.
okay.
Do you know, like to feel it?
Oh wow, they're like airy.
Oh yeah. Do you feel it? And you feel like it like dense. It's like you almost just know when it's full. I'm gonna just eat this one.
Yeah, you should. That look really hard. Okay, make your guesses on who do you think this is?
Based on
So,
appearance, who do you think
what
this is?
do we have here? Is this a cream puff?
Yeah, for cream puff.
And then this is oatmeal
Coffee cake cookie.
And this is a blondie.
Ice cream.
Vanilla ice
What's a blondie?
Like a big brownie without the chocolate.
cream. Yeah.
Okay. Jamie, Ashley, Kelly.
Yeah, we'll do like a rating on appearance and a rating on taste.
They look really good. Look at the swirl on the top. This one doesn't have a little swirl, but it's still cute. That's good. That's way better than the ones from Walmart. I don't know what brand they
The
are.
Costco ones?
Yeah, that's really good. Appearance was like a 7 or 8 out of 10. It was good. It was cute. Taste, probably a 7 as well. There was a hint of egg, and I don't like egg. But it was so good. It wasn't like overwhelming, just a hint of it. Now we have the, what is this again?
Coffee cake.
Coffee cake. Looks really good. Nice cute glaze. Appearance looks good. Solid 9 out of 10. Looks all brown sugary in the middle. That's a soft cookie. Oh man, that's really good. Coffee cakey. That's really, really good. Taste is really good. 9 out of 10. So appearance and taste are both 9s. They both taste really good. And now we're to the blondie.
It's like,
It's melted. It's melted, but
I think that's when it's the best though.
I'm okay with that. That tastes familiar. Like in a good way. Good familiar. That's really good too. If I got this fresh, I'm sure the ice cream would have looked way better. But appearance, good 8 out of 10. I can imagine like a dish like at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Covered in ice cream. I can't place the taste, and it tastes so familiar that I don't know what it is. Hard to give that a rating. I think a 9 as well.
Thanks for watching. All right, that's it for this video.
watching.
I won. Yay! I won.
I lost.
Jamie actually lost.
Like actually really bad.
Kelly got second place. I lost, or I won. But it's technically not our recipes, so really none of us lost or won. So check out the recipes in our bio if you guys want to bake them. They'll turn out differently depending on the baker behind it. So, and it's 2:08 in the morning. It is 2 o'clock in the morning, so we're going to go to bed. Good night. Bye.